What's happening now across the Niagara frontier? News stories, old stories, stuff you know about and stuff you'd never believe. It's the NiagaraHub Soapbox with Craig Avery.
Wow, all right. Today I've got Sam Archie with me. Sam is the president of the Niagara Falls Chamber of Commerce.
That is correct.
Somewhat of a newly formed organization,
right.
But tell us about how it got started, what you're doing, and what's going to happen.
Sounds good. Well, a little brief history. As everyone knows, the Chamber at one time was a huge organization here in town. The casino came in, and whatever reasons, the Chamber was sort of disbanded into a county-wide chamber called Niagara USA Chamber, with the thought process behind that it would encompass the entire county. Great process, great premise. Every other town, city, community in Niagara County kept their chamber, except the city of Niagara Falls. So that process went on for a few years. A couple years ago, a group, Niagara Rises, sort of had a community meeting in their organizations, and one of the things they heard from the business people was that, what happened to the chamber? Where's our City of Niagara Falls Chamber? Out of that, they spun the new City of Niagara Falls Chamber of Commerce, maybe about 3 years ago. They went through some growing pains, and about June of last year, Kendra Thomason, one of the founding members and the executive director of the chamber, contacted me and said, Sam, can you come on board? We'd like to get this chamber off the ground, bring your organizational skills, your contacts with people, and let's get this thing moving. Last half of last year, we went through a rebuilding phase, getting our board of directors, our officers in place. We did do that. We have a great group of people. January of this year, our goal was to let people know we're alive and well. And I think coming up to 2 weeks ago when we had our first red carpet event, I think people realized that the Niagara Falls Chamber is back. We're here. We're looking to grow. We had a phenomenal event. And that's where we're at this point.
Well, I can vouch for that. I was one of the attendees. You had
181 folks showed up.
80 people, which I've said you don't have to have any agenda. You don't have to have anything. You get 180 people in a room, they're having a good time, and that's really kind of what happened. A lot of people that hadn't seen each other in a long time, and it was nice to see a little community bonding
Exactly.
going on.
That's exactly what happened, and a lot of good feedback came out of that. A lot of people said, what happened to the chamber? What's going on? What can we do to join? This is what we need. The business community wants a voice where they can get together, talk about things, and then go back out to the community, whether it's into some of the business associations or bringing the voice to City Hall. They just want to be heard and know that they're not a forgotten entity here in the city.
Cool. So you're looking for members, obviously.
Always looking for members.
What is it that you're offering them?
Well,
why would I want to be a member of your chamber?
Sure. Well, right now we have, one of our main objectives in there is becoming a member. You can take advantage of our insurance program. We have a great program through our insurance carrier. In fact, there was one organization joined a couple months ago. They saved themselves $4,000 a month in insurance premiums. That's one advantage to taking care of our chamber members. Our payroll service we have. And I think something that's really missing that people don't really think about is our web presence. If you're a tourist coming from out of town, you're coming to Niagara Falls, you want to find out what's going on. Well, what do? You Google Niagara Falls Chamber of Commerce. It comes to our web page. People can find out what's going on. We have a lot of great business associations. Old Fall Street, Main Street Business Association, Niagara Falls Music and Art Festival, High Park Business Association, Downtown Business Association, Pine Avenue. Well, somebody from Des Moines, Iowa isn't going to know about these things, but they're going to know about Googling Niagara Falls Chamber of Commerce. And we give our members the opportunity to post their events, their business, and their information right on our website for people around the country and around the world to know about what we have here in Niagara Falls.
I think when you Google that, it says NiagaraHub.com.
Well, hey, another great organization.
If you really want to know what's going on in town. No,
another great organization.
And actually, those kind of sites, regardless of whether it's an effort or not, they end up kind of cross-promoting each other because it'll come up a different way, and then all of a sudden there'll be an article on our site or your site.
Sure.
So
It's all about working with each other, hand in hand, for the main goal of promoting our city, making our businesses profitable, and everybody having a good quality of life here in town.
And what's happening with our quality here? What do you see? You've been here how long? Your whole life?
See, I'm 57 years I've been here.
Wow.
Born and raised, left for a couple years. Just, Niagara Falls is home. We end up moving back. But lately, the street quality of life, I gotta say, it's not nice right now. There's shootings almost every night. Where I live off of Hyde Park Boulevard, I keep my back windows open, and I hear it all night long. The shootings, police cars, fire trucks. It's the criminal element is trying to take over the city, and we need to get a tough hand and stop it, because that's going to hurt the businesses. People aren't going to want to come here if it's not a safe city. People aren't going to want to go out at night if they don't feel safe. If nobody's feeling safe, they're not going out, they're not spending money, businesses hurt, the whole economy ends up being where it is right now.
I'm impressed with the recent police activity, the programs they put in. They're faced with this increase, and I think I give the chief a lot of credit. He's trying hard, and he's out there, and I don't know, but I don't know the answer. And personally, I don't hear the shots, so I guess it comes from a total different perspective.
Exactly.
Obviously, if you're hearing this stuff, it's
like I say, right off of Hyde Park, and I can hear it over there.
Wow.
Chief Del Porto's doing a great job with what he has. Personally, if we can afford to put a city cop on each and every street in the city, 24 hours a day, that's what I would love to see. It's time that the police and the citizens of Niagara Falls take the streets of Niagara Falls back.
Very good. How about the rest of it? From the business, what do you hear from your members? What are they thinking, business-wise, development-wise?
Business-wise, they always want more business. They want less red tape. They just want to make a profit. They don't want every penny that they're making squeezed out for some type of government program or whatever the government's trying to do. They want to make money. They want to know that their business is going to be safe. Mm-hmm. They want to draw customers to their business. The recent garbage situation, they're all screaming about it. Everyone's got to get on the same page and get this program put together for the benefit of everybody.
Well, my feelings on that, I just think we're all wasting a lot of time that wouldn't have to be done if it was handled right in the first place. And we had the people in place, we thought, and apparently we didn't, but people are picking up their...
It's a work in progress, I think. A number of years ago when I was at Cascades Paper, I actually started the first recycling program. Cascades is a cardboard producing paper mill. So the product is made from old corrugated cardboard. So we started a volunteer program here in the city of Niagara Falls during Mayor O'Loughlin's last year, where residents would put out their garbage on garbage day and put the cardboard right next to it. We had a couple of trucks that would run through the city. If we got there before the garbage man did, the garbage man took the cardboard. If we got there first, we took the cardboard. Well, with that volunteer program, I was able to pull 100 tons a week of cardboard out of the city of Niagara Falls, which came out of the waste stream. It went to the paper mill, and I used it as raw material. If the recycling program is done right, we can pull 10 times as much recyclable products out of the waste stream as we're doing right now. It's just a win-win product. Again, it wasn't rolled out. It should have been rolled out a little different. If it was my project, I personally would have started with recycling, left garbage pickup as it is, did the recycling, let residents see how much they actually are recycling in those big green dumpsters. 3 months, 6 months later down the road, then institute the garbage totes. And I think a lot of this commotion and the way people were upset would have been alleviated, because now they're seeing, we're recycling all this, and really this blue dumpster is more than enough. We just have to fix the program and roll it out properly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, that makes sense. I think that's what they're doing now. They're taking their time, but it was getting kind of nutty there.
Yes, it was an explosive situation. I hope they have a handle on it, and that they listen to the residents and the businesses, and just try to fix this thing.
What else you got up your sleeve?
That's it. The chambers, we're always looking for members. We got some programs we want to roll out over the next few months and into next year. One of the pros is we want to try to top our event we had this year. If anyone's interested in joining the chamber, you can go to our website, www.nfnycc.com, or call me personally, 716-940-5238. Had to think about my phone number for a minute.
We'll put it up there. Call this man here for.
Be more than happy to talk to anybody.
Very good. Chris just got off the helicopter actually, and today we spent with some of the local adventure things. We went on the new jet ride in Youngstown, and one thing we'd like to work with those guys and anybody is this doesn't have to be seasonal businesses.
No.
The local people who never, how many times you hear, I've never been on the Maid of the Mist, right? I've never done that helicopter ride. These things are cool, and you don't have to go to San Francisco to do them. It's right here. So we'd like to work with the local people who are feeling a seasonal thing and help them get it year round.
No doubt. In fact, funny you mentioned about the Maid of the Mist. Never been on the Maid of the Mist until we end up deciding we were going to move out of town and move to Memphis. A month before we moved out of town, we finally went on the Maid of the Mist. It was a great adventure. I wish I'd have done it years before that. But and that's the thing, people don't know what's here in Niagara Falls. They don't know about the Maid of the Mist. They don't know about the helicopter, the jetport tours. So these are the kind of businesses the chamber wants to team up with to promote them, so people, when they come to the website, they're going to see what the city of Niagara Falls has to offer.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Well, thanks, Sam. Keep it up. Don't be a stranger. Come in
anytime.
And give us some updates on what's happening here. And
no problem whatsoever.
Well, remember, when you go to his website, it'll direct you to the hub, and that'll be good.
It was a pleasure.
Thanks,
Craig.